The game of the night. Our choice tonight, Laconia against the defending 4A state champion, Benilde-St. Margaret's. First quarter, Laconia quarterback Nolan Vanderhoff stripped. And it's Patrick Kalb returning the fumble, 47 yards for the touchdown, 7-0, Red Knights in front. Liam Ford takes the handoff. 40-yard TD run. He was the star of the state championship game back in November. 14-0 Red Knights. Nolan Vanderhoff to Jake Hawkins, 28-yard gain off the little screen right there. Looked like it should go for more, but Ikenna Ijawago will run him down. Second quarter, Vanderhoff back to pass, fumble, and it's going to be Kalb again. He picks it up. Then the Red Knights give it right back, though. Tino Fiala back to pass. He fumbles, and it's recovered by Alec Olson. Later on, Benilde goes to the air. Fialo to Gabe Alada. 40-yard TD strike, and it's 21-0 Red Knights. Laconia finally gets on the board. Vanderhoff to Vanderhoff. Jaden Vanderhoff, the receiver, 32-yard touchdown. Laconia trying to get more before the half. Gabe Jackson, however, other ideas. Nice interception, 21-7 Benilde at the break. Third quarter, Vanderhoff to Vanderhoff, and it's 21-14. Benilde gets things going, though. Jackson on the ground, 14 yards on this run. And then a little bit later, he'll cut one for 33 yards, and so BSM gets that running game going. They convert on the drive, too. Nick Peterson returns to the lineup as the quarterback. 29-yard TD strike to Clyde Selke. Peterson was hurt, got back in the ball game. 28-14, Laconia trying to answer. Mitchell Garnetz goes for 16 yards on the draw play. And then we're going to move to the fourth quarter. Same drive, Vanderhoff to Will Coppy. 31-yard gain, but they would turn the ball over on downs, and BSM would hold on to win to open the season. 28-14 the final.
Our coaches did a really good job of scouting them because we only got one scrimmage film. We didn't play too well in our scrimmage, so we knew we had to come out hard. And even though we were giving up some passes early, our run plays are really working well, and I think we just did a good job all in all.
I think we all played together, but I think there's also a lot of negative things that we got to pick up on as a whole team in itself, and I think we just could have done a lot better than what we did.
Well, I think our defense kind of set the tone. You know, we get them to turn the ball over, we run it back, and it's kind of snowballed against them. But then, you know, we refused to take advantage of some opportunities we had. We had some more opportunities to pick a ball off, run it back, 3 or 4 of them, and then offensively, we're a second away or a step away from making that block stick, and we go for a touchdown. It's just, you know, first game kind of stuff.
Well, BSM wins their opener 28-14. Great night for football in Lindstrom, and the crowd was rocking the stadium tonight, shaking the speakers. Josh Phobie to Lucas Dertinger. 30-yard TD strike, and Becker's on the board, 7-0. Still in the first quarter. How about Henry Trost tonight for the Wildcats? They run this option to perfection, and he is gone. 89 yards on the touchdown, and Chisago was up 10-7 in the first quarter. We're still in the first. Sidney Boros, 13-yard TD run for Becker. They regain the lead at 14-10. And then it's Trost again off the option. Becker has no answer for this kid. 74 yards on the touchdown run, and Chisago's back in front, 16-14. But then Becker would come back. Josh Phobie to Dertinger again, 10-yard TD off the rollout, and the final tonight, 56-44 Becker. Blocked punt in the end zone. They down it at the 1, so South St. Paul gets the ball against Tartan at the 1. Chase Benson would finish the very short drive to make it 24-6, and then Tartan's Trey Martin gets hit. He'll fumble the football. Antonio Cortez picks it up, 17 yards on the return. Coming up right here, here's the hit. There's the fumble right there. Perfect bounce, by the way. It would set up another Packers touchdown by Chase Benson from 5 yards out, and South St. Paul will win tonight. Final score was 34-6. All right, good football game. Third quarter, Jake Binkley connects with Devin Richards, 11-yard TD, and Simley's up 28-14. Fourth quarter now, still 28-14. Binkley again. But watch what happens here. Michael Hershey with the interception for Matamidai off the tip. That's why you do the tip drill. Great interception. That turnover results in a Brandon Anderson touchdown for the Zephyrs, and they win tonight 35-28 in comeback fashion.
Too much smoke for Woodbury on the intro. Guys tripping over each other. But
they can't see.
It's the first game. It happens. You got to work the kinks out. First quarter now, no score. Elijah Moe finds Adam Weed. Watch this. Way to shed a tackle right there, young fella. Big game. What set this up here, Moe connects with Brock Mogensen. Remember that name. Senior is the real deal for the Tigers. He plays linebacker too, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, Woodbury, though, would answer back later on. Ryan Christensen connects with Drew Pearson, and Pearson dances down the sideline for a monster 42-yard gain. Finally gets brought down there. Pearson, he later find pay dirt later in the drive. Touchdown ties things at 7, but Farmington does go on to win tonight.
The Tigers turn up the heat on Woodbury quarterback Drew Bramlett. That is a safety, and that proved big. Farmington has a quarterback of their own that can make plays. Elijah Moe gets some space, creates some room. He's gone. Remember that safety, it mattered. Farmington wins it by 2, 22-20.
Matchup tonight, 3A perennial power St. Croix Lutheran hosting Providence. First quarter, get those feet down, Garrett Matt. Great grab, makes it 7-zip. Crusaders. Second quarter now, the big fullback, Mike Stern, rumbles and bumbles in to make it 14-0. But it wasn't all offense for St. Croix Lutheran. Watch this. Nehemiah Hammock is going to make an outstanding interception right there. And guess what? Very next play, that pick proves to be huge.
As Keith Jackson once said, or Frank Broyles to Keith Jackson, was the safety man on that play.
Garrett Mag again. Huge 84-yard touchdown as the Crusaders cruise.
Crusaders pick up where they left off last year. They execute the run game. We catch up to Caleb Little when he does that. He's gone. No one's going to catch him. They did it on the ground and in the air. This is Jonathan Leisner to Corey Bryant. Boy, nice catch, maybe a face mask. He does the rest. They rolled all night on their way to a 1-0 start. St. Croix Lutheran with a 40-12 victory.
We all know him, Jalen Suggs, great basketball player. He's just a sophomore from SMB, getting D1 looks. Here's why. First play of the game, Suggs connects with Terry Lockett for 66-yard touchdown. SMB up 7-0 on Academy Force football. Later in the first quarter, Suggs again under some pressure. He rolls out, finds a wide open Noah Hansen for the score. Suggs had himself a game tonight. Here's my favorite highlight, though. Making some people miss, showing off the wheels. That's what he does best. Kind of reminds me of Cam Newton. He's big, he can run. Wolfpack, they win big, 41-13.
Apollo and Tech, and there's Brevin Spann-Ford. He is a Division I kid going to the Gophers on scholarship, and you're going to see a great play from him in a second. How about kickoff return by John Sithamat? It's a long one, 75 yards, and Apollo ties the game at 7-7. Now the play of the night. Watch Spann-Ford in the corner. One-handed touchdown catch. Is that not craziness?
Hot highlight, maybe?
Watch the slow-mo replay. That is Odell Beckham-like. Nice touchdown catch made it 14-7. Hey, he also plays defense this year, too. Watch him on the wallop here on this play. On the quarterback, final score tonight, it was all Tech. They win 42-16. He is such a good football player. He's 6'7", he's 225 pounds, great hands, as we just saw, good speed, and he's got a vertical. He's a basketball player as well, and he says that gives him an advantage on the football field.
When you think about going up and getting a rebound, it's just like going up and catching a football, kind of. And like going up to dunk is just like going up and catching a football, catching a touchdown or something like that. The important part of it for me was free schooling, obviously. That's such a big opportunity for me and my family. So whatever sport was going to come to me, then that's where I was going to go with. And I've always loved football, so it's been a dream of mine.
Tonight at Holy Angels, Jack Still to Eric Coate, and Hill Murray's on the board. But this has been a rough start for Pete Bursich, the head coach at Hill Murray, because Holy Angels all over him. Joseph Heimbold to Peter Laird, 68-yard TD pass, makes it 40-6. It's all Holy Angels tonight. They win 47-6.
The action in this one, first quarter, Xavier Roberts finds some room to run. The guy doesn't need much. He can straight fly. Watch him go. Sprinter speed, 69-yard touchdown, ties the game up at 7. And it was all Islanders after that. Getting it done on defense, too, in the second quarter. Great interception right here from Krishan Greer. He'll return it down under the 20-yard line. Then later on, big game tonight for Sage Booker. This is a name to remember. Here's one of his 3 touchdowns on the game.
He's a D1 kid.
Yeah, De La Salle, they dominate tonight. 51-13.
Aaron Severson, the handoff to Antonio Triplett Jr., 12-yard into the end zone, and CH is in front 7-0. David Roddy's the junior quarterback for Breck. A lot of people are going to be talking about him next year. Also a basketball player. Nice little touchdown flip there. Then watch him escape 2 defenders and then finds the receiver, Kare11 Marshall, in the end zone. Nice pass, great catch, and it's a Breck win tonight on the road at Columbia Heights.
Later in the quarter, Roddy's under pressure, but watch this as the defender tips the pass, goes off Marshall's helmet before he hauls it in for the touchdown.
Breck at Columbia Heights, the Mustang gets some defense to help the offense. That's Alice McKenna with the pick. Very nice. He does everything here but score. But he does set up the score. It's David Roddy. That's the name you hear often at Breck. He's a standout in basketball, and he's a standout as a quarterback, big and strong. That was a short sneak for 6. He can run it and he can throw it. He'll make this one. Nice long ball. Now it's definitely caught, right? But by whom? By whom? Stick around for a second here. The referee takes a look and rules it is actually in favor of Breck's Ethan Giel. They struggled last season, but they start strong tonight.
Mustangs at halftime. Elijah Zachary takes the handoff for Breck here in the 4th quarter and dashes 20 yards for a touchdown. Breck wins its opener 37-19. They host Minneapolis South on Friday.
Nice run by Mullins, Evan Dahl. That's how you do it. Get some room. It sets up a field goal.
A close game, 2nd quarter. Thomas Elliott makes a tough catch in traffic. Redhawks lead 13-0, but here comes the Scots. Check this out. J.O. Mensah. How do you come down with that catch? It's on his stomach. Huge catch. Sets up this. Joe Mather making some people miss. Great game there, leaving dudes in the dust. Whitehawks, though, would go on to win this one 19-17 tonight, as my dad would said. Check this out here. It's Ani, though. Plays everything for the Scots this season. In college, though, he'll likely play safety for the Gophers, and no doubt it's a dream come true.
When I was younger, I've always wanted to play for the Gophers. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me when I got the offer. And, you know, like my email having Josh Ani Gophers in it, you know, I made that way back in, you know, 6th grade. So, I mean, it's always been a dream of mine. So it was a no-brainer.
Leroy-Ostrander journeying to the city to stay in West Lutheran made it worthwhile. Here is a football-like name, Jackson Hawkins. He goes in from short distance. Then he becomes a receiver. Trey Hungerholt finds him open. He does the rest. To the end zone, a little scat back. They were dominant on both sides of the ball. Hungerholt throws a good ball, this time to a strange number for a receiver. Tight end Zach Hansen wears number 50. And he hangs a 6 on the scoreboard. Nice catch. Leroy-Ostrander blanks West Lutheran 56-0.
Well, that's a sample of what we heard. How about this one tonight? 9-man football. Leroy-Ostrander was in town to take on West Lutheran. Touchdown by Trey Hungerholt for Leroy-Ostrander, and then a 45-yard run, dodging tackles in for the end zone. It's Hungerholt again. And Leroy-Ostrander winning tonight over West Lutheran 56-0. Pretty busy schedule.
And at home tonight against the Buffalo Bison. And let's start in the second half. Warriors down 6 when Charlie Geertz takes the handoff and finds the end zone. Brainerd gets the 2-point conversion to go up by 2. How about some defense now? Isaac Hines gets through the middle and stuffs the Bison running back in his track, but that wouldn't stop the Bison from getting close enough to kick a field goal here to take back the lead by 1 in the 4th. Time winding down. Warriors looking for some help when Garrett shows off his arm, finds Max Boren deep for the completion. That gets the Warriors in the red zone for guess who? Garrett finds the end zone to put the Warriors back on top, 28-23 with less than 2 minutes to go. Warriors would go on for 2-point conversion. Sam Miller gets across to give the Brainerd the 30-23 win. Also, Coach Stolsky his 300th win as Warriors head coach. At those Rogers Royals stand on the opposing sidelines, and Rogers would strike in the second. Cole Larson, he connects with Eli Solberg for the score. Extra point misses, 6-3 Royals at the half. End of the third, Linnaeus Whiting, after scoring goals early in the day for soccer, he connects for 3 here, brings them within 7. Defense, the story though for the Jacks tonight. Ball on the ground, Bemidji recovers and takes over possession in the 4th, and very next play, offense finally strikes. Jacob Bieberg to Ryan Bieberdorf. That's 6, but the extra point no good. They still trail 13-12, but the defense steps up again. Royals cough it up. Jacks pounce on it, and they have the ball in Rogers' territory after a couple pass interference calls. Sets this up. B-Bird from just a few yards out. He dives in for the score. They would add one more later on. How about Bemidji? They come from behind to win. But 2 minutes into the second, we got a touchdown here for Fosston. Beautiful on that run. 2-point try was good. Then with 6.5 left in the second, quarterback Krister Anderson keeps this one and goes 73 yards of the house. This time the 2-point try was successful. 14-0 Fosston. Ensuing Pine River drive. Brandon Wolski's toss gets loose, and Sundquist pounces on it, giving the Greyhounds great field position. They would take advantage. You saw Anderson rush for a touchdown earlier. This time he hits Jackson Paulson for 33 yards in the score. Fosston leads 21-0. They would go on to win this one big, 46-6. Coming off a state appearance in 2016, opens at home against Pelican Rapids. We start in the first quarter. Eli Horn takes the handoff and will find the paint. Pillager goes up 6-0 after missing the 2-point conversion. Pelican Rapids, though, strikes back on its next possession. Oakley Crest finds Carlin Hogred for the short touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion puts them up 8-6, but Pillager, they win big in this one. They'd come from behind 36-14, the final. Also at home tonight against Fertile-Beltrami. Wolves already up 7-zip, and Devin Hopen extends that, powers in from a yard out. 13-0 WHA. Then the defense got into the action. The pack of Wolves stops the runner in the backfield. That's a big loss. But Fertile-Beltrami puts a drive together later in the half. Dylan Pierce rolls in the end zone from a few yards out. This one goes down to the wire. Walker would come back to win, though, 19-14.
Caledonia opening up the MSHSL regular season at home against Lake City. It only takes 3 minutes of game time for the Warriors to score the first points of the season. Mason Stegmeyer blasts up the middle for the TD. Caledonia up 6. 2 minutes later, and the Warriors are looking end zone again, this time through the air.
Oh gosh, the arm.
Owen King strike to Jordan Berg, 13-zip. Next Caledonia possession, this time Noah King at quarterback. He hits Andrew Gorgon deep, who gets near the goal line, sets up a Noah King rushing touchdown. The Warriors learn quick, when in doubt, throw it up to Gorgon. Great diving catch deep down the sideline, sets up another Noah King TD run. Caledonia winning their opener 39-7. Winnox hoping for more magic in 2017. They host Rochester John Marshall. Senior running back Robert Warren touchdown. Not even 4 minutes in, and they lead 14-0. Second quarter, back-to-back sacks from Winona's Nick Waldo and Dan Jonesgard. Makes it about 4th and a mile, forcing a John Marshall punt. Ensuing drive, it's Warren reaching pay dirt again, 21-0 Winhawks. Then it's junior playmaker Terrell Hall's turn. Makes the quick catch and goes 15 yards, 28-0 at the half. And Winona winning 50-14 to begin their new season.